Hi, this is Mark Wiltshire. Thanks for choosing to listen to the Explore Finland radio show. In this episode, I was really pleased to be invited to the Koskenkorva Trahteeri, where Jaakko and Martti Koskenkorva are going to talk to me about the Finnish institution that is the sauna. We went for a tour around the various different types of sauna that they have at the Trahteeri and talk about the best way to use it and the different types of sauna and some history around the sauna. So let's just now head over to the interview that I recorded earlier. We've come outside now to look through some of the different examples of sauna that's here at the Koskenkorva Trahteeri. Jaakko, what's this sauna that we're in now?
We are now in a smoke sauna.
Okay.
So, starting with the history of sauna. So, this is an example of kind of the oldest type of a sauna. In the sense that you have the stove here, and you have the place to burn the wood in, warm up the stones, but the smoke then comes inside the sauna.
So this is in one corner of the sauna here. You've got a square brick construction that has space underneath to burn the wood, and then on top it has the sauna stones, which have a specific name, which is
Kiuaskivet.
Kiuas. Yes,
that's Kiuas. Yes, so this smoke enters the sauna and exits via a small window on the back.
And this is the smoke that's just generated by the wood burning.
Yes.
to fire the heat. Okay.
So in order to build a sauna like this, you just need to have some logs, build the walls, build the ceiling, then build the kiuas. You don't have to have skills to measuring skills to build a chimney.
Yes. Okay.
So since this was what saunas were at first.
Talking about the history of the sauna, I'm sure it's very difficult to know who ever built the first one, but perhaps while we're here in this very traditional, and you can smell the smoke here from many generations. Maybe give us an idea of how the sauna has been used over the years, the importance of the sauna, why it is such a special place in Finnish culture.
So I think at first there was no separate sauna. It was just the house that you lived in.
Okay.
So everything was in the same there. You had the source of heat, we now call the kiuas. Then you did everything by there. You cooked the food in there, and you slept in that building. I think savupirtti is the term.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. So what people lived in around here.
Yes, okay.
So a separate sauna then comes in later.
Okay. And over the years, it has become almost a holy place in Finnish culture. Do you have some thoughts on why that is the case and how it's being used in different ways other than just bathing, which is how we use it nowadays?
Well, as it was a building that was heated up, it was clean. It wasn't so dirty. The bacteria and everything died in the heat.
Okay.
So you could, for example, the most famous example of using a sauna is that women gave birth in them.
Right. Okay.
Because you had hot water and you had a reasonably clean and sterile environment.
Yeah, which I guess has been a challenge for mothers giving birth up until the last few decades, probably. Okay.
And when you die, you get your last clean up in the smoke sauna.
There you go. So you enter the world and you exit the world.
And you leave in the smoke sauna. It was the only place everything happens in smoke sauna.
That explains really why it still has that importance to the culture.
Yeah, I remember it's Finland. It's cold, so having a warm place makes it holy.
Yeah, of course. And just standing here now, it's only 0 degrees. It's quite a mild winter day here, but already my legs are starting to feel it, and the idea of being in a warm smoke sauna sounds quite good. So we're in the second outdoor sauna now. Jaakko, where are we?
So this one we call the Italki Sauna. And it has the same basic principle as the smoke sauna. So you have kiuas underneath, place to burn the wood to heat up the stones. But this one has a chimney. And on top of the kiuas, this kind of a hat. That means that while warming up the sauna, the smoke doesn't come inside the sauna itself, but exits through this chimney. And as you can see, it's not as black in here. Yeah,
no, that's true. It's a darker brown colour rather than black. And actually, the shape of the structure in the middle of the sauna here reminds me of a hot water boiler back home in the UK. It's a large metal cylinder with a funnel lid or hat on top, and then the chimney from the top of that taking the smoke away. So was this, in the technology of sauna, was this a sort of a step on from the open smoke sauna?
Yes, but this is still an example of the first type of a sauna, which in Finnish you would call Keratalam Sauna. It's kind of like a heat storage type of sauna that you heat up the stones and then you clean up the wood and enjoy the sauna, but you don't simultaneously warm it.
Yeah, it's not like continuously heated. It heats exactly. And cools. Yeah, okay.
Yes. And this one here is a pretty big one. It fits 34 people, right?
Yes.
And this kiuas has how many kilograms?
Yes. 660 kilograms stones.
Okay, so how far down do the stones go? Because we're standing on a
1.5 meters.
1.5 meters deep, and that cylinder there is maybe 1.5 meters or 2 meters across as well. So there's a lot of stones in there, and over time being heated, the stones they start to break up a little. So do you add stones to the top, or
you have to take the broken ones away and change new stones there. So kiuas requires maintenance too.
Yeah. How often do you have to change them?
Once a year.
Okay.
Once a year.
My sauna at home doesn't get used maybe as often as yours do, and maybe we change ours every 2 or 3 years perhaps.
Yeah, it's a pretty extreme heat in there. So
you must warm it so heat that the stones are red hot.
Yes, okay.
On the top.
And here I mentioned before about this funnel shaped hat at the top of the sauna, and there's a door there, so you would you would heat it and then open the door to put water on the stones.
Yes, when you come in sauna.
Yes.
Yes. So when you're warming this one up, you have the hatch closed, and you could sit around here. On the contrary, if you compare to the smoke sauna, it's full of smoke, so you can't be there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The idea with the smoke sauna is that you open the vent, let the smoke out, but you still have some of that soft air in the room when you add the water to the stones.
Yeah.
And this sauna here that we're in now is, as you said, similar kind of design in that we've stepped up to the seated area, but underneath this platform that we're on, it's an open space.
Yes.
Actually, room for maybe 2 or 3 babies to be born down there all at the same time.
A lot of babies.
Yes, back in the day, you would have there a place to wash yourself, some water pots and whatnot. But we do showers.
Yeah. Okay.
This sauna is very high, so it don't come very quickly too hot when you put water in the stones.
Yes.
They go first up and then it comes down very softly. This is very good sauna for example, foreign people who don't have used to be in sauna. It's very soft.
And I do have to mention that the biggest magazine in Finland, Helsingin Sanomat, a few years ago had an article about the best sauna in Finland. They tested various one around here, and they chose this one.
Okay, was it in this region or in
the whole Finland?
In the whole of Finland.
Yes.
I feel honoured to be here.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Jaakko, I know what you're holding in your hand, but maybe you can describe it for the people that are listening.
It's a vihta. Some people also call it vasta. It's branches from a birch tree put together. And what you do with it, once you're in sauna, in Löly, you hit yourself with it.
Only yourself, not other people.
You can hit other people too.
but only gently. And the smell is very evocative, and it just makes you think. It makes you feel warm. It makes me feel warm just smelling that. But why do you hit yourself with it? What does it do other than make the place smell nice?
Yeah, I suppose that originally it's been a way of cleaning yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Nowadays, as you said, the smell is a big part of it, and I think it feels good.
Yeah, it helps kind of
a massage.
Yeah, like scrubbing yourself, as if the hot steam is kind of purging you clean, and this is just helping to clean you.
Yes, and all the time they relax your muscles after hard works.
Yes. Okay. Maybe you can tell us also about the importance of the sauna during the winter war.
Yes, in the wartime, there's only place where you can clean you up in the very cold days. And it was in every place in the all front of the war, they built first sauna, and then they built something to protect you the fire of the enemy.
Yeah. That shows the priorities of the Finnish soldier. But actually, during that winter war, Finland was heavily outnumbered. I've read a little about this, and while the Russian soldiers were freezing in the winter weather, the Finnish soldiers were keeping themselves warm and keeping their spirits up by taking a sauna in the middle of the war.
They warmed them up and then they rush to the Russian.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I understood that they got it. They perfected the art so much that they were able to build a sauna on the front line in about 8 hours, which is quite something.
Right. So very often saunas are built like next to a lake, so that you can hop and have a swim. Here we don't have that luxury. We do have a river, the Kyrönjoki, running there, but it's 200 meters to that direction. So we built 2 pools right beside our saunas here. So we have a hot tub that is also heated up with wood. It's especially nice to sit in it in the winter time when it's snowing.
Yeah.
And then we have a cold pool, and you probably heard about Avanto in Finland.
Yeah, This is when you come from the sauna and go straight into the icy
Yes,
water.
you saw a hole in the ice and you go swimming there. So we have an artificial Avanto.
Okay, and that's inside the shed there.
Yeah.
How do you manage to keep the water from freezing inside there?
We have to change it from time to time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I haven't done this ice swimming, this Avanto yet, but I guess as I continue exploring Finland, that will be something that comes my way. I'm prepared to give it a go. Whether it's something that will be broadcastable, maybe the sound of an aging man screaming in the cold is maybe not what everybody wants to hear. But
getting in there is the worst. But after you come out, you are at peace.
Yeah, I guess so. You have the option in the winter. Someone can come and sit in the warm water, and in the summer, if they're feeling particularly brave, then they can put themselves in the cold
They
water.
go there also in the winter time, in the cold water.
And this is
Not only summer times.
and this is what makes the Finnish nation what it is. This ability to get in that freezing water when it's in the middle of winter.
There comes the Finnish sisu. You have heard.
I have heard this word sizzle. Yeah, absolutely. We've come back inside now. You'll hear a different sound, a bit of an echo. That's because we're standing inside the third sauna here. Jaakko, what is this room?
Well, this sauna we call the entertainment sauna.
Okay.
It's first of all, it has an electric kiuas, so it's a modern electric sauna. But the entertainment part here is because we have a television here.
Oh, right, in the corner behind
Yes.
me here. Okay.
And also right next to it, a refrigerator for drinks. So
I can see a door on the wall here. I'm gonna just climb up and have a quick look. So there's a sliding door, and I can see behind it there's a fridge of something, and I don't think we need too many guesses to work out what might be inside there. Okay, it has a very different aroma in here. It's much more fragrant kind of smell, less smoky, more less of the traditional smell that we had outside. Talk to me about the ceiling. I've been in many saunas that have the small LED lights in there, but you have quite a lot of lights shining through the ceiling there.
yes, we have there around 200 fiber lights, and they are laid out to match the northern sky and its stars.
So it matches the constellations that are above the
Yes,
building at a certain time of the
There's
year.
Otava right there and the northern star.
So that
Right.
bigger one right near the middle of the ceiling, that's the northern star. So so even if you've had a heavy session in the sauna and a couple of drinks, you should still be able to navigate your way home by finding the northern star right up there. Okay.
Yes, so this is now the last two saunas where this kind of, you heat them up once and then they are warm for a while. Well, as electric saunas are, this is continuously heated.
So I've experienced in the last year a large communal sauna. We mentioned this being the entertainment sauna. What kind of groups would use this kind of facility?
Well, this one, for example, could use, you might find the idea of a television sauna strange, but consider a hockey game, Finland versus Sweden, watched in the sauna with a refrigerator handy.
It doesn't get more archetypally Finnish than that, I guess. Ice hockey sauna and Koskenkorva in the fridge. Yeah, okay, I understand. And also for this idea of using sauna for business meetings as well.
Absolutely, you might find it a lot easier to negotiate in a sauna in a different environment, in a more relaxing environment.
So I guess it's kind of the equivalent of doing business on the golf course.
Yeah,
They're kind of, and also if someone's sitting there with nothing on, then they've got nowhere to hide, have they?
Exactly.
Everything is there to be.
Yeah.
Everything is there to be seen. That's not really what I meant, but.
Yeah, and if the negotiations aren't pleasing you, you can always add up some heat. So.
put some pressure on.
Yeah, literally.
So what is the proper way to use a sauna? I think that many people maybe just think it's some kind of endurance thing where you make it as hot as possible, stay as long as you can, and then leave. But if someone is using the sauna with friends in an evening, it could be an experience that goes on for hours.
Yeah, for sure there are lots of different ways you can enjoy the sauna. Everyone has their own own preference. But as you said, it can go on for long. You just need to stay hydrated and have the sauna at the proper temperature. And while it may sound like a good idea to have competitions about throwing löyly, I don't know.
It should be a pleasant experience rather than an endurance, shouldn't it? And I guess the idea of sitting in here in the heat until you feel too hot and then going outside either into the air or into the water to cool off. And
yes, and it's also very popular to roll in the snow.
I've done that once or twice, and not for a few years. Maybe this year before the snow gets too hard. I'll give it a go. My children keep saying, "Go on, Daddy, roll in the snow. It'll be funny." It'll be funny for you.
Yeah. A good advice how to use sauna is that you sit here straight and you can talk to other people, low voice, nicely. But if you have to put your head down and you can't speak anymore, it's too hot.
Okay.
That's the good way to use it.
Yeah, that's
straight. Sit straight and talk. Then it's nice. But if you throw too much water, you have to put your head down and then you can't speak anymore.
And it's time to take a break outside and maybe cool off. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good advice. We were talking just before about whether you should wear clothes into the sauna, and I've always been told, no, you wear nothing in the sauna. In health clubs and gyms in the UK, you're told you must wear something in the sauna because, but then in the UK, often there's no water to put on the kiosk. It's just a hot wooden room, and that's not quite right. But you were telling me something earlier that maybe there is an occasion where you could wear something in the sauna.
Well, yes, if you consider, for example, you're having a sauna evening with your friends or your work friends, and how it usually goes if you go with semi-strangers, that the women have their own turn first, maybe, and then the men, and the whole thing drags on, and the others have to wait, and so on. And so here in Koskenkorva Trahteeri, we thought that it would be fun if everyone could go to the sauna at the same time. And thus, my father, Martti, designed a sauna suit.
Okay, what does this suit consist of? What does it look like?
It's like an old swimming suit, and when in Ilmajoki, it's a lot of famous wrestling men.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It's compared that to old swimming suit and wrestling suit.
Right, okay, and it's made of something quite thin, I guess, so that it's not too heavy.
Yes, and not so straight.
Yeah, not too tight.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's by design is quite baggy, so everyone looks the same while wearing it.
Which maybe actually that's better than being naked, because then everybody looks as bad as everybody else, and nobody worries about their...
That's the idea.
Yeah, okay. That's nice. I'll add some pictures of that on the show notes, because that will be interesting to see.
We also find it if the guests for foreign countries, for example, United States, they feel very unpleasant to go naked unless there's all men.
Yes, okay.
They like very much when they get something on when they go to sauna.
I imagine that would be same with visitors from Britain as well, especially if it's mixed men and women together. I can imagine. Maybe one day I'll come back and try on one of your sauna suits.
Please come.
What do we have through in the next room there? This is the fourth of your 4 saunas, is that right?
Yes, and you could say that this is the most modern one. This is an infrared sauna.
Okay, so this particular one is much smaller. We're talking about maybe 2 meters by 2 meters square, maybe 4 or 6 people sitting in there.
6 people max, and there is no kiosk in there. So it heats you up in different way. These walls have infrared elements inside them. So where in a traditional sauna the air around you is hot and it heats you up. The infrared sauna, there is infrared radiation that makes you sweat.
So this is warming the person, and then the heat coming off of the person makes the room warmer, I guess, rather than the.
In a sense, yes.
Yeah. How does that give you a different sauna experience to the traditional sauna?
If you go to normal sauna, you heat sweat only in the skin for 2 millimeters or so. When you go to the infrared sauna, the sweat comes deep in your muscles, and that's you feel different when you come out from the infrared sauna.
I wonder if it has some kind of therapeutic benefits to the body if it's warming you deeper in the muscles.
I think it's used a lot for that kind of. So, for example, after some hard exercises, you could relax your muscles effectively in it.
Yeah. Okay. And just behind us here, you have
it's a little spa.
A small spa area. So there are large baths there. Too big for one person. There seems to be a cushion at either end. Is this another Finnish tradition or another one of your traditions to get two people in the bath together?
Yes, this from China. If it's China,
okay.
You go with two people in the same bath. It's very nice.
Yeah, I see. For me, it's one thing to go in the sauna with a group of people I know. Quite another to get into a bath with them. So I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, but remember you would be wearing the sauna suit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that would make a difference. Yeah, but taking a bath with your clothes on it sounds just as crazy as having a sauna with your clothes on. So we've made our way out of the sauna areas now. We're in one of the changing areas, and Martti and Jaakko say they've got one more surprise to show me. So. Okay, that's a huge padlock. Martti, what's behind there?
We have a straight pipeline to the next of the alcohol factory, which is making the Koskenkorva vodka. And this is the only place in the world where you can have 6 minutes old vodka.
That's fantastic. I'm looking in this cupboard that is locked up like Fort Knox, and inside there's a traditional looking brass coloured tap. Just a regular-looking tap coming out of the wall, and that's connected to the factory next door. So the Koskenkorva comes through the pipe, up the floor into the changing room here, and you're saying that the drink that comes out of there was finished just 6 minutes ago.
Yes, it comes so quickly that even taxis can get on it.
Yeah, it's drunk before the government can tax you. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Sadly, we've come to the end of the tour. We've left the tap from the factory alone, and we've come back into the museum area. So, Jaakko, Martti, thank you very much for showing me around. I've learned a lot. I know that everyone listening has learned a lot. Maybe you'd just like to tell people when they can come and visit you. Obviously, there's the museum, and then actually bookings for using the saunas as well.
So the Koskenkorva Museum is open in the summers. So next summer in July and August.
So that's in line with the kind of Finnish holiday season in sort of just after high summer.
Yeah, and you can find more about it at koskenkorvamuseo.com.
Okay, and I'll put links to that in the show notes. And if people want to come and experience the different saunas,
well, yes, the saunas are available for order.
Okay.
So for groups, so you can contact us and we can plan a proper sauna evening for you. We need to select which saunas and what you want to have for dinner and so on.
Yeah, we didn't actually get to the restaurant there, but there are catering facilities.
Yes.
You have the different types of sauna and entertainment options with the TV and the Sauna Fridge and things like that. So if people want to contact you to make an inquiry, where should they come?
Well, you can go to our website trahteeri.com.
Okay.
And contact us via there.
Okay. Jaakko and Martti, thank you very much for your time, and
thanks for coming.
It's been a pleasure and an education. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think that just about wraps up today's episode. Again, one more big thank you to Jaakko and Martti. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed recording it, and that you learned as much as I learned while we were walking around. If you enjoy the show and you want to show your support, then please take a minute to rate and review the show on iTunes. We're now on Stitcher Radio, and you can also find us on Feedburner. The links to all of those are on my website, explorefinlandpodcast.com. All of these will help raise the profile of the show. Remember, if you want to receive the show notes every time I release a new episode, then sign up to my mailing list and I'll send you those notes. It'll work as a handy reminder there's a new episode available for you to listen to. And of course, if you want to spread the word among your friends, then we're on various social media, and if you use one that we don't, then fine, pass it around wherever you want. It all helps. And also, finally, if there's a subject that you want me to cover in a future episode, then contact me via the website or via social media. I've had 1 or 2 people make contact through there, and that's really gratifying. The comments I've received just give me the encouragement to keep going with this, that you are listening and you're enjoying it, and I thank you very much for that. So until next time, thanks for listening, and see you next time on the Explore Finland radio show.